In a small town, nestled at the foot of the mountains, there stood a humble school called Sunshine Elementary. It was a place filled with joy, laughter, and eager minds ready to learn. Every morning, as the sun rose over the horizon, the school came alive with the pitter-patter of tiny feet scurrying through its hallways. Among the students was a mischievous young boy named Oliver. At the tender age of 6, Oliver was known for his boundless energy and insatiable curiosity. With a twinkle in his eye and a mischievous grin, he would often find his way into all sorts of adventures, much to the amusement and occasional exasperation of his classmates and teachers. One sunny morning, while the students were diligently sitting in their classrooms and Principal Eggman was taking a peaceful nap in his cozy office, Oliver's restless spirit got the best of him. Unable to contain his excitement, he sneaked out into the corridors, the echoes of his tiny footsteps reverberating through the empty halls. With a playful gleam in his eyes, Oliver's mischievous mind came up with an outlandish idea. He darted into the nearest bathroom, closed the door behind him, and hopped onto the toilet seat. Giggling mischievously, he proceeded to do his business in a most unconventional way. But instead of flushing it away like any other child would have done, Oliver's mischievous imagination took a different turn. Grabbing a handful of his own poop, he ventured out of the bathroom with a sly grin spread across his cherubic face, ready to leave his mark for all to see. Unbeknownst to Oliver, Principal Eggman had been roused from his peaceful slumber by the commotion outside his office door. Still bleary-eyed and disoriented, he stumbled out into the corridors, only to be greeted by a ghastly spectacle. "Goodness gracious," Principal Eggman exclaimed, shocked beyond belief. "Who on earth smeared poop all over the walls of my school?" Fury filled his eyes as he beheld the unsightly mess. Determined to find the culprit, Principal Eggman marched back towards his office and began sifting through the surveillance footage. His eyes scanned the screens, each capturing a different angle of the school's interior. And there, amidst the hours of footage, his gaze fell upon the mischievous face of young Oliver. It was a mix of disbelief and disappointment that painted Principal Eggman's face as he finally found the one responsible for this foul act. Summoning all his authority, Principal Eggman ordered for Oliver to be brought to his office immediately. As Oliver sheepishly made his way towards the principal's office, the weight of his actions gradually sunk in. He knew he was in trouble, and his heart raced with regret. When Oliver finally entered Principal Eggman's office, the stern expression on the principal's face sent shivers down his spine. Principal Eggman wasted no time and approached Oliver with determined steps. He pulled down the child's pants and diaper, ready to administer punishment. Whack! The sound of the leather belt echoed through the room as Principal Eggman swiftly disciplined Oliver. Each strike carried a mix of pain and disappointment, intermingled with the principal's stern words. "Why would you ever think it's okay to smear poop on my walls, Oliver?" Principal Eggman asked, his voice filled with a mix of anger and concern. "Our school is a place of learning and respect. We must treat it with care and kindness." Oliver's eyes welled up with tears as the weight of his actions and the consequences of his mischief settled upon him. He had never intended to cause harm or draw such disapproval from the principal and his teachers. With a trembling voice, he apologized and promised never to repeat such behavior again. Principal Eggman, though firm, understood that Oliver was still a young child, full of energy, curiosity, and a penchant for mischief. He saw the remorse in the child's eyes and decided to use this as a teachable moment. With a deep sigh, Principal Eggman donned a more compassionate expression and spoke to Oliver. "My dear boy, we all make mistakes. It's part of growing up. What's important is that we learn from them and strive to be better." He offered Oliver a warm, understanding smile, signaling a chance for redemption. Oliver, glimmer of hope in his tear-stained eyes, promised to make amends and never repeat such a thoughtless act again. And so, from that day forward, Oliver became a little wiser, a little more cautious, and a little more aware of the consequences of his mischievous actions. He learned the importance of respect, responsibility, and the impact his behavior could have on the people around him. As for Principal Eggman, he recognized that the growth and development of a child required love, guidance, and second chances. From that day forward, he remained vigilant, but also fostered an environment where mistakes were seen as opportunities for growth. And in the halls of Sunshine Elementary, The echoes of laughter and joyful chatter resumed, leaving behind the memory of a mischievous act that had taught everyone the power of forgiveness, understanding, and personal growth.